In this video, we're going to talk about how Katana automatically assigns batch numbers to any Shopify orders that are fulfilled from the Shopify side. So for example, in our Katana account, I've got a couple of batches that I'm working with for Brazilian roasted coffee packs. I have two of them here. These are two batches, batches number 1 and batches number 2, and each has 2 pieces. Now, the expiration date for these is the 17th of February and the 24th of February. This means that batch 1 is expiring before batch number 2. Now, normally before you do a fulfillment, you'll select the batch and then off it goes. So that way you have traceability. However, if you are using the fulfillment sync between Shopify and Katana, then you won't be able to assign those batches before they're dispatched from the Katana side if you're doing the fulfillment on the Shopify side. So what Katana has built in for any business that's using first in, first out methodology and dealing with expiration dates is if you have batch numbers assigned to product that are being fulfilled, Katana will automatically assign the soonest to expire batch to that shipment. So for example, let's go ahead and make an example where we make a sales order, and in that sales order, we will add one of the 250 gram option to the sales order, and it should fulfill from batch 1 first because that is the one coming soonest to expire. So going into our sales order list on Shopify, we'll create an order here. We'll add the 250 gram option. We'll select add and collect payment and mark as paid. So this will then import the sales order into Shopify, and it will create it as order number 1041. And inside of the Katana screen, you'll see 1041 listed here. Now, if we are going to fulfill that order, this 250 gram roasted pack, let's say that we will fulfill that order directly from the Shopify side. What happens with respect to batch numbers? So going into the order screen, we'll fulfill those items here. And then through the order fulfillment sync, it will close out order number 1041 in Katana. So it should disappear off this list from down below once the order sync takes place, and off it goes. And then in the done list, we can see that a batch number has already been assigned to that order fulfillment. So since we only had 2 batches, and one of those batches was soonest to expire, which is 17th of February, batch number 1, that's what Katana selected in the case of an automatic fulfillment. So in the next case, how will it work if we're dealing with make-to-order types of products as they're related to the raw material ingredients, and if those are batch trackable? So in our case, we also have a situation for our green beans, which are used to make our roasted coffee beans, found here. And we've got 2 kilograms of those in stock. And with that stock, we presently have a couple of batches available. Let's take a closer look at those batches that are available for those materials. Green beans, we have batch number 1 and batch number 2 with expiration date of 4th of February and 17th of February. So whenever a sales order comes through from your Shopify store and it goes through the manufacturing process, say the manufacturing is completed, but then it's fulfilled from the sales side on Shopify, then how does it assign the ingredients over to note the completion? So let's go ahead and do a quick run through. Because what happens is when a sales order is completed on the Shopify side and then it's imported to Katana and it's linked, but it has a linked manufacturing order, if the sales order is marked as dispatched, then the manufacturing order will automatically complete and then it will be sent out. But if those are batch trackable items, the batch numbers need to be assigned. So let's go ahead and make a simple example where a customer goes to our website and they're going to place another order for the same product. So they create an order, the 250 gram packages of Brazilian coffee blend. And maybe in this case, they're going to order, let's do 5 packages of this. Now, since we have 2 kilograms in stock and these are 250 grams a piece, we're going to use 1.25 kilograms of green beans for this simple case. So the customer will order 5 units. Now, let's say we're going to push those units through the manufacturing process as a make to order once it comes into Katana. So let's collect payment, mark as paid, import the sales order. This will come in as order number 1042. Okay. So once 1042 rolls into our Katana site here at the bottom, then we'll choose the make to order button down below. Now, as a make to order, you'll see 1042 here in the manufacturing queue down at the bottom. Now, linked manufacturing order to a sales order on Shopify. When that order gets marked as completed, what's going to happen if both the product and the material are batch trackable? So as you can see, that when we're looking inside of this manufacturing order, it's going to use the 1.25 kilograms of roasted beans. So the expected outcome is that in order to utilize all of the available green beans that we have, the 2 kilograms worth, then we would need to go through our first batch, batch number 1 of 1 kilogram, and then 0.25 of our second batch, batch 2. So let's see what happens when order 1042 is completed from the Shopify side while the Katana order has a linked manufacturing order. Fulfill items. Okay, so that's it. So the sales order that's inside of the sell screen, 1042, getting completed. You'll see it has been closed out already, and it should appear here on the done list, right here at the top. What has happened to it? Well, you can see that the actual order itself is completed, so there's no problem whatsoever. And if we take a look at the linked manufacturing order that was completed as a result of this on the done list of the make queue, you'll see here that what it had done is it had completely removed batch 1 kilograms of the green beans first. And then it started dipping into batch number 2 as the secondary priority. So if you're using make to order workflows and fulfilling on the Shopify side, then the materials that get consumed in the make to order workflow process are actually automatically selected through first in, first out methodology. So make to stock, completion of products, first in, first out. Make to order, completion of materials or consumption of materials, first in, first out. So that should give you a nice little overview of how to utilize batch number tracking with the automatic fulfillment of orders through your Shopify store.